Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday. What kind of we have already? Fed meeting coming up in 2 hours, I guess. I think so, in 2 hours, yeah. So volatility, right? That's what we want. We're all about it. Let's see what we're going to be dealing with in a couple hours. But so far, we starting to look like we might do some big momentum moves on definitely volatility coming into the market. Looking at VIX daily ones, we got a really nice hit and to the T1 at 15.8. So if you're gonna hold that, and we definitely gonna aim for that gap, what we done from 17. Yeah, that spike could be quite dangerous. And to be honest with you, we didn't change anything yet because we are still in the whole continuation move higher. We didn't break 17, or we didn't come back even to 14-ish area, right? So we're still in that continuation. So if that's going to be the case today, then we all know where that's going to be going for, right? But then overall, like for crypto market, we could do one more leg up to deal with the quite big liquidity pocket above us, and then let's see how we're going to be the closing of the next 4 hour, or at least the day. That's going to be the important one, but we are kind of overdue for the big momentum pullbacks. That's for sure on most of the markets. So let's see if that's going to be the trick as well for it. One note, that meeting that's coming with a lot of volatility, a lot of shenanigans, and if you don't like to trade it, then please be on the side and wait till the dust settled. So far, yeah, it looks like we want to pop it and go higher. So no, not much changing after we got that momentum from 4th of June. We still sticking with that high inflow. Let's see how we're going to be dealing after today. So that's gonna settle the kind of the statement for the next couple of weeks as well. And then moving on Dixie, I mean, you'll be honest with you, not much to say about it. We still holding on the whole RSI flip that we did. And if we're gonna aim right now higher up, we're gonna come back to the $100. That might be the trick to go even into the big resistance, right? So yeah, we are technically still aiming to pop that whole resistance, and this is still the build up to go higher, right? Not much change on that perspective. So yeah, let's see how we're gonna be dealing with that for a couple of days. And tomorrow it's the last trading day, right? We have the long weekend, I guess, in most of the countries and US as well on Friday. So yeah, technically we could be doing some shenanigans before the whole weekend, and then scrappy day, scrappy price action for sure. Let's be aware of that. Pick something on the different screen, just 1 second, okay? So yeah, overall, same thing. We are a little bit more sideways. We are squeezing like on the top. So let's see how it's gonna be the pop, but still nothing major changing on higher time frame, right? That's still wrecked as it is and as it's been. So not much changing with that. For a perspective on gold, we are technically already regaining the previous swing failure. So that's already a nice beginning. Technically, it's starting to look like we're doing the whole V bottom area right now. If we're gonna regain the 4.4, 4.4-ish area, right? So that's the high to regain. We good to go for it. But that means if gold start to pile up, right, going a little bit more higher, then the focus is a little bit more on dollar and gold perspective and not much on crypto itself. So it could be some potential for pullbacks for that matter. But yeah, gold is really good, right? So far it's strong. It had a really nasty failure, to be honest with you. After everything, we did kill the whole wick, so that's already been dealt with, and so far we are technically reversing and going higher. That's fine. Silver, same thing. A little bit more stronger than gold, in my opinion, in overall high time frame trajectory. So flipping the 74 is for me the key level to regain anything that we've been doing from this whole sideways. That's the mid of the range, and then starting to get into the highs gonna be some really big changes on perspective of commodities, right? And oil, we had the break, and yeah, it's still piling to go lower, so that's still good. Right? We got really nice into the pocket of support right now. Let's see how we're gonna be dealing with it. If we're gonna break 71, that's gonna be a big change, because then technically it's a weird one. It's not really a perfect one, but we doing this kind of yeah, quite Simpson way, but for a little bit more longer time than expected and bit shady price action in between. But yeah, the whole hold on this high been broken. We are getting lower, and technically the only aim right now is 71. Hold that or break that, right? So that's the only scenario for oil so far. Going on NQ, we did pop the high, like we've been talking about it. That's going to be definitely the push from the beginning of the week. The money flow is start to pile a little bit more in. But then, yeah, holding on 30, it's still going higher. And like I've been saying as well, like we definitely could do this kind of scenario, right? Like we popped the low, grind sideways, got into the highs, and then start to fail. This could be the scenario of doing that whole distribution technically and then fail, right? If we're not gonna continuing in major momentum go higher. So yeah, that's something as well to consider. SPCX, we had some sell-offs happening. I think it's the best to go on tokenized one just to see a little bit more on price action on it. So overall, this is kind of funny as well because we still didn't come back above the $208, and we didn't close it yet anything above that. So we are technically failing, but still settling new highs on it. Okay, so still not something that you should go buy, but then if you really want to buy anything, then I would suggest you to go back into the lows and see how we're going to be dealing with it, because I still are a little bit in the position that we could go a little bit lower on that, or sideways for that matter, if that's the case. But yeah, it's still okay. Overall, oh, fun fact as well, if somebody cares about it, like it didn't show on Monday when I did the market update, just because it was really late on the update on it, but we did had quite big CME gap, but technically already been closed today, so nothing much to say about it. But then it was weird that it didn't show up on the chart Monday. But yeah, this so over here, and we did technically deal already with it. So that's all to mention. Moving on capital flow. Just gonna skim through the whole market just because it was like not a couple hours ago. Viking did the whole deep dive into it. So for me, it's just only focusing on Bitcoin today and see what we're going to be dealing with. But overall market, we still are a little bit more bouncing from the whole down momentum, so nothing changing yet. But then the only thing that I want to see is for the big changes, the Dixie and VIX. Right, that's going to be potential the major momentum. If we're going to get back below 40% on one of them, then that start to be a big change on inflow for the whole markets overall. So that's the only thing that I'm looking at. The rest, it's going to be continuing and getting a little bit more sideways and popping a little bit more, getting lower, and then just that grindy sideways momentum. That's on the weekly. That's going to be keeping up with for weeks already, as it not for months. But overall, I don't think we're going to see bigger switches and rotations yet. So yeah, but nothing stood out right now. And on the daily, today yet, so hype, it's doing hype things, that's fine. We do have that big squeeze. I'm gonna talk about that one in a second as well. So potentially as well on the commodities and some of the markets starting to get a little bit more higher. Like ETH got big momentums of inflow on the daily, but starting to retrace on it. And yeah, overall the VIX is gonna be interesting on the daily. If that start to get back at neutral line 10 minus 10, then yeah, we're gonna see some big changes coming in. Moving on the daily sides, I've been talking about this whole pocket, right, of liquidity, what we are technically facing to get close to it, and we did technically pop it a little bit inside of it. So yeah, that's kind of the reversion that we are aiming right now, that we could have that pullback right now. And the only thing that I'm aiming right now, and that's as well with the whole volatility momentum from the Fed meeting, is that we're going to do one more big candle into the 69-ish area. That's my high that I'm kind of aiming for before we're going to go lower, right? Get all the liquidity out of the way and then just do the whole pullback, right? If we're not going to do the pullback right now, that's the aim. Definitely 69-ish area is going to be my line in the sand. And then we had that whole squeeze, right? What we've been talking about. We came back from literally minus 19 into the minus 5 right now, and we are still pulling away from it. So yeah, it was a good squeeze on the daily. It's been a while that we saw that. I've been talking about that. All the oscillations came already in the neutral line, so it's right now make it or break it for it. It's gonna be quite interesting after today, and especially after tomorrow as well, through the whole weekend. And on the squeeze potential, like this is well the area that I've been aiming, that whole quite big pocket of liquidity, right? And there is nothing above 69, so we can wick into that one and came really quick back into the lows. We're starting to see the potential of coming back into the squeeze, right? We had that whole cool-off period happening, but what the most interesting is, and this is on 4 hour, we are starting to get into the neutral line on the money flow, right? From the whole momentum that we used to be in the beginning of that whole downtrend over here, we went massively into the positive of money flow, and right now we are starting to get into the neutral line, right? Cash flow start to go down as well. The volume momentum start to get down as well. The oscillations start to get down. Only what we have right now, what's positive about it, is the hidden divergence that's playing out right now. That's why I'm saying we could do that one more before we're gonna do that drop off into the low of this whole big liquidity pocket, right? Not really aiming to get back at 70 right now, or even above 70. Not something I'm seeing it, but let's see how the whole freaking inflow is gonna come in from the volatility, right? Strength as well is interesting. We are below the whole strength line, so something to consider as well, but that's only on 4 hour, right? But yeah, much more it's going to be quite clear after today, or at least end of the day, before we're going to close on the daily. Hype is doing its hype thing, right? After the failure again, like I'm gonna seriously long and short the massive failures after it failed, because always it had that whole failure, it's still gonna blast through everything. So it started to get a no-brainer for me to long the shit out of it after the massive failure. So I might consider do that more often right now. But yeah, it's going to the all-time high again, so not much to talk about that. Moving on. Why it doesn't want to load the indicator? Second. Okay. One fixed. Another one. Yes, back. Cool. So 4 hour. Interesting price action right now, right? We have this whole massive push, and that's a little bit more front running the whole Fed meeting, right? Closing the 4 hour above the daily and weekly. So that's already a good recovery that we had, that failure from the daily and the weekly that we failed from. So this is a good recovery still. I would like to see it a little bit more above 66.4, regaining that or closing anything above that. It's going to be fine to go. Like 1 hour at least, it's already fine if you're going to close above 66.5, right? But then, yeah, we still aiming to get into that big pocket. And that short pocket is still the late shorts that we are dealing with. So that's the last short liquidity above the Q2. This whole pocket, I would like to take care of that one. After that, we have some dead price action, not much filling up into the order book, so yeah. Then after that, let's see if we're gonna be coming back for the lows. We've been talking about the whole bounce from the weekly, perfectly, even a little bit front run it, so that was a nice one already that's playing out. So if you took some short of some longs scalps on it, then happy you. And yeah, let's see how we're going to be dealing with the next couple hours of it. There's not much of order blocks, I guess, above us. Shouldn't be, at least. What you doing, Eagle? Oh, that's lucky. I thought it was you, Eagle. It doesn't work lucky. I tried it as well, but thanks for trying. Yeah, so it's a kind of free run above us as well in the 69 area. After that, small hip, not really something that I should consider of it. But then next one is gonna be around 73. That's the biggest resistance that starts to get into it. But so far, what we are gonna do is only the liquidity hunt. So yeah, still in continuation, right? Nothing to to be shorting right now. I mean, if you are not in the short, right? And then daily sides, not much changing. The only thing what we did break out from is 63.4. We regained that quite quickly, that. So that's still in the continuation, right? Staying above the weekly is fine till we're not gonna break below or close anything below that. So the daily is gonna be interesting because you still can get back into the highs of the 69-ish area, come back and have a poorly close daily with a big liquidity grab. That, if you're gonna have that kind of stuff, and if you're gonna see this kind of candle formation, right, then that's gonna be a really shitty, and we're gonna do a quite massive pullback. It's gonna be quite nasty if that's gonna be the case on the daily side. But let's see. So far, it's still 7 hours to play out, so we could have like be dealing with a lot of stuff. 12 hours, not much. It looks like we're gonna do the trick. We're gonna go for the liquidity definitely, no matter. Still in the uptrend. That's fine. High time frame, it's still wrecked, right? Like that's no brainer. Talk about it. Like the first change is gonna be seeing only after we're gonna regain 73. That's the whole key level. That whole big red candle of weekly is still holding us down, no matter what. No matter what we're gonna do here, how long we're gonna stay here, right? We can go for ages, even for months. No matter what we're gonna do here, it's not gonna change if we're not gonna regain June. So yeah, that could be technically a really good hedge short as well from it. 20% potential of up movement. So yeah, good to see how we're gonna be end up actually after the whole meeting. But that's let me have a check. That's 8 o'clock, right? Our time, yeah, 8 or 8:30. Sorry, a little bit longer. But yeah, like I said, if you are not in the trade and you are scared of the whole volatility, then stay out and let the dust settle down. That's the best thing. Or if you are in the trade, then put your stop loss in the break even. That's the best thing I think to do. Cover your losses. And after that, yeah. So regaining that shouldn't be a trick. Shouldn't be the issue to get a little bit more higher. 67. That's the whole aim, right? March open, flipping March, it's gonna blast through into the definitely 69 or in Q2 at least. Till that, it's still technically in a downtrend, right? Like, don't get too excited. We are still in a downtrend, so this could potentially flip quite quickly. But the only thing that matters right now is to flip March. That RSI like will bring you a little bit more higher. Overall, this is still downtrending on a low time frame, right? Okay. That's already out. Dollar update. Okay, cool. Lovely. Finally, something happened. Something exciting. Yes. Spots only. Yeah. So yeah, let's have a look what we're gonna deal with some alts. So, like we talk about hype already, like this is already blasting and it's gonna do the new all-time high for sure. This is unstoppable right now. Not much to aim for it. It's again blue sky breakout, right? Like take it easy and take it step by step. Like we blast through it and okay, from all-time high, set your targets. Like I like to do like 5% every single moves, right? Something like this. You can see if that's 5%. I'm far away from my monitor right now, but like do it step by step. That's the best thing. And then ladder out of it if you are in a position. That's what I'm doing. It's like there's nothing to go by. You cannot predict like we're gonna go straight into 100 or 200 or whatsoever. Whatever. But still, like oscillation, we are technically already not really recovering yet, but there is some definitely some sell-offs happening. The capital flow as well coming down into the almost neutral line, so be careful if you're going to do another leg up. That could be the trick to potentially take some more profits from the top. Interesting. AVEX did have a nice run up lately from the whole range that we settled from the downside. We did regain and we are still holding on this whole RSI flip, so kind of like it so far. And I think they're going to do that for a while just to grind a little more liquidity, and boy, they are stacked already. But yeah, quite nice one. Let's see if we're going to come back at below 6.7 so far. Holding, that was a really nice hold on the weekly, really nice retest. Flipping the daily right now, holding the daily. Yeah, you're definitely gonna aim for that 7.3 area, the higher liquidity over here, and maybe you're gonna even reach the underside retest of 7.6. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Injective, really nice so far, regaining the previous high. We went above the December, still holding on the weekly. That's as well your key line. I think I mentioned that as well on the weekly Sunday stream, that if we're gonna come back above any high time frame, so for it's gonna be the weekly, we're gonna hold that. We could potentially do another leg up right into the November, and maybe we're gonna start to flip into the $8 on it. So far it's still holding, kind of like it. Render, what did we do? Had that flush failure. That's a nice regain, but holding May. Technically we did a nice RSI flip, so holding on that low, we did technically flip that and really nice holding it so far. So don't be surprised if rent is gonna blast through it as well, because that's what it likes to do. And someone is calling me. Very cool. Likes to do. So the whole flip of June, same, like that's gonna be quite massive, but especially for render, because it's been in a really big uptrend. With right now we added wipe of the longs so far, partially, not all of them, partially. And if we're gonna settle that price action right now and we're gonna continue grinding into that high, right, we're doing something like this, do one more, and that's gonna be your money trick to regain that high of June and what's that, November, I guess. Yeah, November. That would be nice. That's something nice to look out for. Quite keen on render lately. Well, Solana, quite the same as AVEX on low time frame, but a little bit better in positioning of itself to go higher, because it did settle a high from 76, so that's already a nice one. We're holding on the weekly, so everything above the weekly right now, you're just gonna pop the high, and 79 should be the trick to get back at the highs of this whole failure and see if we're gonna get higher up on it. Anyhow, like on most and all of the things, like the high time frame is right. Like, let's get clear about that, okay? Like, you cannot say like with those two moves you're gonna get above 96 in like 2 days. That's not possible, right? Like the whole high time frame is wrecked. To recover that, that's not something that you do over a day or two. Like, remember, we was over here as well, and that wasn't like that wrecked, right? We had that whole freaking wipe of the market over here. That was after November, that whole sideways. Even you had a good regain of that whole high and you settle a higher high, you did fail it. Okay, so yeah, don't get too glossy about it. but we still can go lower no matter what. And why are you still calling me, for fuck's sake? Moving on. Where's this lovely meme coin of ours? I was quite positive about Eve Sunday, and it did had a nice run up. So we did get into the side retest of 108, right? So that's good. We technically as well good failure of it. And right now we are a little bit behind of Bitcoin by flipping the daily. So yeah, that might be the whole continuation for it as well. If we start to flip 1.8, flip that, you start to get back the underside retest, and that's not going to be the issue because you did the retest of it already. So yeah, you could get back at 1.9 ish, and we started to get off. Nice. Let's see. March. To flip the fucking March. Not. Party's over. With my second monitor. So discover the most obvious. We still have those big bits at 6.8-ish area. So that's like the biggest one so far. And I'm still on the quite lowest setting of it because there's not much. Right, the only thing what we're gonna do is just wipe into it and then come back. That's as well why I'm thinking that it's not gonna be last forever. And we do have quite big pockets as well stacking already below us. Nothing that's been pulled yet. So if we're gonna reverse coming back, I'm assuming we're gonna load up a little bit more on those pockets. But that's something we're gonna consider when we're gonna turn around. But so far, we still aim to go higher, and yeah, it's been loading up quite nicely. So the guy from the inside traders, that's technically allowed to do that with 100% hit rate. It's a really good trade from him already. So he's happy, right? Welcome in the crypto world. Let me have a look on. Yeah, there is. Big boys are not stepping in yet. 100, 300. Cool. How do we looking at long and short? I think we're gonna be quite. Oh, went a little bit higher even for that. So yeah, that's was really a sign to coming back. Merge still with the longs starting to pile in, though that's something interesting as well because coming back at 69, right? This whole pocket. Where is the drawing to? Right, this pocket over here will bring us where? In something like this, right? That's gonna be interesting. Right? So yeah, let's see how we're gonna dealing with. Like I said, March is the key level. Flipping that, we're gonna get the whole short liquidity. Overall, market reaction like it should react from it, so quite positive on most of the tokens. And not really outliers. So this one had quite a nice day of it. Took out the most liquidity already at all-time high from the whole range, not the all-time high from the token, but from the range. So right now, big resistance. Big, big, big. Tell me that this is a normal price action. This holding. Nice hold, but it did retest the whole lows already. So yeah, that could turn around as well quite quickly, and I will see BNB soon, definitely around 643. Just hip that we did the underset retest. Yeah, we're gonna take out the highs of it. That's good case. Overall, this shit should skyrocket today, right? When the clown is speaking. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be interesting, definitely. What you expecting? Are we? Oh, pork. Pork doesn't work. Time for pork to go brew. Yeah, depends. I mean, technically we are still in this whole sideways momentum, so this still is a range for it. And it all depends on hype. Right now, I think it's much more all the fuel is in hype. And Pur is a little bit lagging behind on that one, but it still broke the whole freaking structure on it, so regain that. Let's see how hype's gonna be doing. It's already an all-time high, almost. Can pop. Oh yeah, it can go off. Definitely. Definitely. I have still a small bag from the lows. Let's see how we're gonna deal with that. That's still the whole RSI flip. Whole moment. Settled over here. 0.13. We still cannot break out from it. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of liquidity grabbing. Oh, it's gonna be hectic. Some of the tokens, that's gonna pop. Really, really. Anything you guys trading? Watching? Oh, he's talking about now. Wow, surprise! What he's flip-flopping about now? I think that's his best skill, right? Flip-flopping. Open orders. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Any tokens you guys looking at? Buying, selling, watching you. That sounds a bit dirty. Orca. Oh, XLM. Uh, I had it here somewhere. I had it. What's that for box? Is that discount and premium? But yeah, XLM. Jesus, that's a nasty second failure of the highs already. Dang, that's quite a lot of sell pressure coming from 0.23. Sure why, but someone want to go lower. But it's squeezing and quite big divergence already happening on it. So yeah, if we're gonna do one more, that's gonna be fucking pop of the show as well. How are we gonna deal with liquidity now after those sell-offs? Quite thin. The value back. I don't know. I think like this big momentum move with the retrace and hold right now, it killed off quite a lot of both ways liquidity. It's still stable, but we need to grind the shit out of it to do some bigger moves. Yeah, so any close, even 1 hour close above 0.23, it's gonna bring you higher. But that's the case. Like you didn't do it in 3 times already, and I don't know why. Is that such a heavy fucking level to sell? That's been quite a big resistance of Q3 already. Very nice. Good. A nice selection. Lots of shorts on render. Nice. The render is gonna skyrocket soon. Benefits. There's only benefits for him, not for the world. Scaling. Hybrid. You make like a from everything. You make like a Frankenstein, like scaling, stew, fib, hybrid. Fuck. That's next level Frankenstein. Didn't know about it. Live stream of me. Inception or something. Yeah. More range. Dash and Dash. It's been a while I look at Dash. Zen. Is that as well? That was a payment Bitcoin or something like that, right? Something with payments, right? Like I recall, I remember that. Oh, it's still quite nice holding on it. Right, I've been here, but I'm not sure when and what did I say, but it still didn't play. I mean, it's still playing out like, but that matters. Like the 59 is still your level. That's still holding you down, and even then, after that, you still have that resistance that you are technically got into it by flipping right now. The weekly you could do the trick, but then yeah, you still have quite a lot of stuff to deal with. But to be honest with you, not gonna lie, this is a really good hold. Uh, that's a shady close already on 4 hour. Yeah, so if you want any kind of continuation to the highs, you need to flip the weekly on it. That's still keeping you down. Next one is June to regain that. But believe me, that's June level and the whole range that you created, that's a big ass resistance. Not only you came already back to retest it and you failed quite miserable from it. Right now, the second time, not sure if you're gonna deal with that. So yeah, for Dash, that's gonna be a quite harsh recovery. And not gonna lie, like don't consider it to go something above December and like sticking with this range for like a while. That might be the case for it. Definitely, if you're gonna go back into the bear market or some stuff, that's definitely not gonna be popping into the highs of 95 or whatsoever. But yeah, you created like this token created for itself like quite big range. Like if you are ready from the lows, then yeah, anything below December, it's a free short on it. Edge out. What's the other one? Zen. Oh, yeah, is that a payment token or whatsoever? Or what was that? The Don't remember. I heard something. Oh no, that's Horizon. Okay, that's something else. I remember there was a card called Zen. Holy fuck. Dude. What happens here? Okay. Yeah, sorry, but that doesn't look good at all. Pretty sure where to begin with, but okay, fuck it. Let's go for our. Oh, is that something else? Why is it? So is this shit tradable only on OKX and Binance? Holy fuck. Okay. Not much change on that, but anyway. But that's not the official horizon. Like the horizon that I'm thinking of, right? It is? Boy, they doing some shitty job, and that already the whole inside readers of the whole fucking failure of the structure already and the range. So yeah, that doesn't look good. That's daily. So 4 hour, like what do we have? Failure from 4.9 into the lows of weekly. We failed that. You did the failure of this hip already. Significant. You're not gonna flip the daily and you did the retest, you will come back into the previous daily. This is the low that's technically right now that matters. If not, you're gonna deal with flip of 4.2. You did the inside retest already of this whole shenanigans. So still uptrending, but bit in a shitty momentum right now on the low time frame. So yeah, any small failure right now will bring you lower. Right, flipping daily. I mean, not only the daily, but then still you need to get back above 4.7. Right, but then still like your aim is March. Right, that's 20% recovery. Get back above this hip at least. But you're still in this whole freaking downtrend already. Good. Much to hold on. Surprised that it even managed to hold over here. Yeah, so this is the only positive about it. This whole daily uptrend. Losing you a high time frame weekly, as it almost did, right? But that's still gonna be the close on the on Sunday. Close, I think below that you will dive a little bit lower. Aim 4.9 or 5.4. Those two levels are the aim targets. Yeah, I will seriously, like, this is not something that I will even consider to trade at all. But why does it call it Zen when it's Horizon? Horizon, maybe that's why. But wait, like, I will not assume that that's the Horizon token. The Albin one. But yeah, it is a shitty. Not gonna lie. Not gonna change anything about it. There are better tokens, that's for sure. I like the hold of H bar. That is still pretty close. I think it's gonna be make it or break it after today. Like the whole market is waiting, kind of what's gonna be the deal, which directions we're gonna pick, because it's like for this as well. Like, I'm sorry, but unfortunately we did fail all of that shit. Really significant close below, and what do? It's waiting at the resistance, like on most of them, patiently waiting to pop it. But of a long on render now. Okay, so to be honest with you, I will not pull any trades right now. Why? Because of the whole fucking Fed meeting and the volatility what comes in with it. Right, like I said, like you on most of the tokens you pop the lows, low, 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 been down. Yes, this is the support that we technically still holding on it, but you are on a downtrend. So at the resistance, you are right now waiting for the direction, any kind of momentum for it. Right, so yeah, this could pop quite nasty, or it can still go lower into the resistance and then do the whole fucking flip. Right now, hard to say, but I don't know. Wait. Looks good. My gut says stay away from it for now. Because knowing render, it might do the opposite as well. Right? It doesn't need to pump right now the whole market, but then when we start to turn around, most of the times when the render does that, like the Bitcoin turn around, then the renders goes. Right, that's kind of the rotation I've been seeing lately as well, but I will not long this. I will, for example, pull a really nice long when we're gonna go back to February on that hold. Yes, that will be much more safer for me to say like, yeah, you can long that, because we still are at that big resistance support below us, what's been building up for a month. That will be quite bigger. Yeah, going back and retest the whole momentum that you came back from 1.5. Yeah, I would like to see that more, because like this is the thing, like yes, we are the support, but you are in a broken structure twice. When do you recover that? You recover that by regaining 1.79. This is your recover phase. Then you have still the weekly. So coming back at it, right? Then yes, I will consider it to long this for another swing into the high, or we're gonna pop. That's for sure. Right now, I don't know. That's my gut feeling, but you don't need to listen to me, of course. If you think this is a good idea to long it, then just do it, Nike. Aki, you are quite busy with the boat, right? The whole night. I saw you over here, it around. If it's not fixable, then leave it like it is. It's fine. I don't mind. Nice retest of the 65, 66.5, sorry. Previous daily. Failing it right now. Ina, I think, did I mention Ina? I think so today. Was something else. Popping. Pop. Well, still your resistance tested, and next one is gonna be here. Eyeballing it. Still, you're gonna be in down fucking trend. Yeah, good. Definitely good. Nice pop of the momentum as well. Volume coming in with some money inflow. Nice push. So yeah, see if you can flip 0.9. That's the first flip. Then the rest, March and May, shouldn't be the issue just because it's been already that heavy tested. Then the next one is gonna be just 1.11. Sorry, 0.11. Hmm? Yeah. Nice one from the lows. Yeah, already even on daily. IDO. You always have some weird tokens that you're looking at. Jesus, does it even exist? Wait, I reckon I'm not gonna look at it. Which one is it? Is it the green one or is it the pink one? Because you have IDO. I know, but oh, LDO. Sorry, that was my fault. Sorry. Holy fuck! Been a while. That one. Nice round botting. Oh, dang, that's rough. That already. Okay. March still is your level 2 flip. That's your whole recite flip, right? That you failed from it. Went straight down, didn't regain it, and then just fail from it quite heavily. So March is your level to get back. And then biggest resistance, obviously, due to before you're gonna aim even higher. Yes, it's still okay, but we started to see some weakness coming in. Ramp going out. Money is still in, but that could change quite quickly when we start to deep dive. But then going back at the daily could be your nice long from it. And weekly I will not consider anymore because that's been already twice tested. Next technically low that you really need to hold is 0.25. The rest to the left has been tested. So mental whole I don't mess with. Not always right. Saying what I'm seeing and following a little bit my own gut feeling. Yeah, don't say that out loud. Near. Where is near going? So 4 is untouched. Nice hold. That flip of December is really good. Really heavy. I like that. Side flip. Really nice one. Everything is kind of stagnated into the resistance, just waiting for the momentum. Are we gonna pop it or are we gonna fail it? How is this doing, by the way? You know why? That failure was nasty, of course. Still, it's not dead. I mean, close to, but not yet. Yeah, that on the side retest. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, still not dead. It's not gonna hit 0. How is Bitty doing? We did it? No. Still not. See, that's how perfect the structure is. Yeah, I think that's all, guys. We still have 1.5 hours for the meeting, so not sure if you should wait and watch it, but just look for the whole volatility of picking up. Like over here on the VIX, you can see that we are starting to front run it a little bit, right? That's always going to be the case. It's not that just because the FMOC meeting is, but just more like the whole market is a little bit more volatile about it, and yeah, moving their chess piece around. Dixie's gonna be quite interesting, fucking hell, to watch that. If we're gonna pulp above 100, boy, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be quite happy. Oh, there is one more when I can talk about it. Is Orca over here? Yes, yes. So before I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna say one more thing. I told you so. Not often saying that, but bang on. Listening. Bang fucking on. 78. To the fucking T. To be honest with you, it looks like you won't even go lower, so who knows? Who knows? Oh boy, that weekly is nice. Losing 77? Oof. Gonna be fun to watch it go lower. Still not really sure if it should go lower, but in my opinion, if you ask, then yes, it like to be there. But so far, support is support, so play it as it is. Keep it nice, short and tight. Stop loss on it, good to the trade, but not really keen on it, long it. Like I said, I'm only gonna short the shit out of it. Maybe I'm gonna break myself and try to long it, but so far I'm still not really convinced at all. Looking at 4 hour-ish, still technically aiming at sell over harsh. Still, it is a support, but like I said, patience pays out, right? Like, you all been talking about this whole momentum move, and like I said, like I'm not gonna even fucking bother about it to buy for too long, because this is your support, but you should look at it. Look at that. Take some time. Fucking hell, 4 months, but hey, it is what it is. And technically, we're back where we started off, right? The whole momentum of minus 40%. Let's see if we're gonna do even more. You longing anything? Myself. I am already in. I am already in a couple longs. I did had some sneaky long on Bitcoin, but that's like just short-lived one. overall, not really. I'm more shorting right now. I seriously couldn't care less about longing anything right now. Hype, I'm still like in the whole spot back position that's been left, like I guess 25% left on the table. The long that I used to have it from here, it's mostly out. Not really. No. Most of the like my injective as well is already out. I'm not really keen on longing. Like there is place to long and there is as well place to short, but so far, and in my perspective, if I'm starting to flip into the shorts just because like my own gut feeling says, and especially my own as well point of view of market says we're gonna get back closer to the bear market, then I'm not really bothering longing it because like to me in the momentum, come out a little bit. So from my perspective, right, like all of these longs over here was crappy as fuck. All of them over here, like this was crappy and this was okay, right, to long this. And over here, like what you are longing, like just the bounce from it. Like there is nothing significant yet, right, to be something like to think like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go to 70 or 80 or 90 or whatsoever. No, not yet. Like the point I have, like even from the top, like short this shit, and I did short that shit. Even this one, that was a perfect short for me, and even this one already, that's still playing out. Right, that's for me where is the money making process. Like bordering with the longs over here, like it's for me a little bit waste of time to sit and to wait and to catch the long and be fucking babysitting it just because it's short lived. Why? Because we changed the whole direction, right? For me, like losing this been already changed. Losing specifically this was already like done. I don't bother. So, not really. But that's my own personal opinion and point of view. I don't need to be in every single trade and longing everything. I could play a small one if, yeah, but that's only if Bitcoin's gonna hold on 61. And if you're gonna come back, take the liquidity, or even better, wick into the lows, come back and do something like this, I might say like, yeah, you know what? I might step one more, a small one. But for me, like in this whole market perspective, all of the longs are short-lived. So yeah, that's my kind of answer. Morning. It's a bad news. Yeah. Yeah, I did look at the injective. Yeah, still good potentially. Right, by holding the weekly, like I don't want injector right now to lose the weekly. If that's gonna be the case, then yeah, we might see a little bit more deeper. So far, still okay. And flipping by 5.9. This little hip over here on the daily, sorry, on the 4 hour closing, something above that, you might flip the day sample. Oh, Mike C in the house. Holy shit. Now I'm a little bit stressed and started to get nervous. Big boss is in the house. How was your dad and sons meeting in London? Bro, I couldn't stop laughing about those pictures. It looks like the son came back from fucking Asia trip, backpacking, find him in Salef, the aura and all of these monks around him, and he came back home to his dad. Oh, crazy few days, I assume. Mate, did he ever change his clothes? Because like on 4 different days, you post 4 different pictures, and even still in the same shirt, I guess. Or is he a little bit poor after all those trips? Oh, so fun mocking Max if he's not here. Oh, now I'm gonna get shit. party boy. At least the steak was good, right? Come on stage. Speak up. The Magnum PI look. Yeah, exactly. There he is.
Oh, there we go. Is that working?
Yeah, it is. I can hear you. Not sure if everyone can hear you,
yeah.
but I can.
It was an absolutely crazy few days in London, and he gave me a lift back to Bournemouth on Sunday, and then he went up to Bristol to see Pete. I should be going up to Bristol in a few days to go and see him again. Yeah, the clothes thing, that was mental, because we actually got to London, and he'd obviously just come back from Italy. And we had to wait for somebody to turn up to take all of his clothes to go and get them dry cleaned, and then bring them back the next day. So yeah, we got a little bit stuck. And then I went pretty lightly packed as well. I didn't really take much with me. But yeah, it was a mental few days, and the steak was absolutely awesome.
Cool. Where'd you been for the steak? Was it in Soho?
No, it was in Mayfair.
Mayfair.
In Maine, somewhere called Maine.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Mayfair. Oh, it was phenomenal.
Those places.
I've never tasted anything like it.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it was awesome. Uh-oh, Walker's typing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it definitely was Walker. 100%. And yeah, we had a nice little drive around London, saw some sights. My whole outlook on London is completely changed, actually. I've been to London quite a few times, but never really had enough time to enjoy it and walk around it. But this time, spending like 3-4 nights there, we'd done so much walking, like so good for my exercise, that's for sure.
That's good.
But yeah, I mean, probably it was down to where we stayed, maybe, I don't know, but having a walk around Hyde Park and all the different areas, it was stunning man. Down there.
I remember those days, man. I miss it quite a lot, actually. I need to go back for a while as well to meet up with all of the people and everyone, and maybe you guys as well, hanging around. Fucking hell.
Yeah, too right. Hey, Marvy, you say about the chips. Those chips were absolutely amazing. When he first put them on the table, I thought, hang on a minute, these look like McDonald's fries.
Yeah, they looked like.
They were triple cooked chips, and they were the best chips I've ever tasted.
For sure, they've been handmade as well. I used to work in those high-end restaurants, so yeah, good old days.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. We went in one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants as well, but that wasn't as good as the.
They are average. They are not that good like people are thinking they are. I used to fucking to cook for him. He used to come to Sushi Samba for like a monthly meeting with his staff and everyone. Fucking was quite fun.
Nice. Anyway, I won't disturb your trading stream anymore.
Oh, I'm quite done with it. To be honest with you, it's been over an hour.
We were just testing the reason I'm here. Well, I'll pop in and say hello anyway. But the reason I'm here, we're just testing the streaming bot.
Is it fixed already, or?
Okay. Yeah. Me and Lucky have been fixing it all day. Actually, Lucky's in here, I think. Oh no,
he used to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's working fine. It's now on streaming on the website. We did have an issue where I just checked it a minute ago, and you know the stage music when you first join, and it plays that stupid sound.
I have that switched off in the settings. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, that was playing on the website for some reason with your voice over the top of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's all fixed now. So
okay,
it's all good.
Cool. Now, guys, then you hear it about it as well. All done and fixed. Done.
I think we're just checking.
Mike, is it also working in the live chats?
Well, that's a good one. That's a good question.
That's the channel below, you mean?
Yeah, the channel below, yeah.
Yeah. I'll double check. We have got a specific streaming like member bot set up just for testing. You may have seen it in the channel last night.
Yeah, in and
Yeah,
out.
well,
And Lucky don't have approval to run it, but he run it
oh, he does
anyway.
now.
So.
He does.
Okay.
He does.
No, he get a warning that he's not allowed, but it reacting to him. It did yesterday and did today, so it's.
Cool. I'll speak with him. I'll mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case you have to move from here onto the live chat channel below. No problem.
Yeah,
Right.
it's better for at least my streams because they are much more interactive, right? It's not just sitting on the stage.
Yeah, like yeah, I know what you mean.
It would help me, but
no problem, mate. I'll speak to Lucky and yeah, no worries. See what he says.
Cool.
Take care.
All right. Cool. So that's all fixed. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up as well. It's been over an hour and that's been quite a lot of yapping for a quick stream. Like, yeah, watch the volatility, what's going to come in couple, 1 hour, 1.5 hour from now on. So yeah, I'm going to order some food and take my popcorn and watch it rewind. So yeah, let's gonna see. We're gonna be dealing today and after today, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of trading as well. Market's gonna be closed on Friday, so watch that as well, please. Aware of it, and yeah, happy trading, I guess, right? If so, thank you very much, and I will see you Sunday. Bye bye.